Very good morning to everyone. Dear students, today I am going to begin your first chapter of General Science, that is crop production and management. Before beginning the chapter, students, you must know what is agriculture and what is a crop. Now, most of you may think that agriculture means only growing of vegetables or plants, but actually agriculture is the science or practice of farming, including cultivation of soil for growing of crops and the rearing of animals to provide food, wool, and other products. Now, we shall define what is a crop. When plants of the same kind are cultivated at one place on a large scale, it is called a crop. For example, cultivating only wheat plant in a particular field can be called as a crop of wheat, provided that no other plant is cultivated with wheat. although these definitions although these definitions are not in your book, it is important to know these terms for your better understanding. So you must remember these terms. And now, as you know that India is a land of agriculture, nearly half of the India's population is dependent on agriculture for its livelihood. So agriculture is an important sector to be concerned of. Different types of crops needs different conditions to grow. As India is a vast country, its climatic conditions such as temperature, humidity, and rainfall vary from region to region. And where humidity means the amount of moisture content present in the air. So, as due to various climatic factors and or conditions, variety of crops are grown in the country. Now, based on the growing periods, crops are classified as Kharif crops and Rabi crops. Both Kharif crops and Rabi crops are Arabic words where Kharif means autumn and Rabi means winter. Kharif crops. Kharif crops are the crops which are sown in the rainy season, which means that this type of crops depends on rainfall and they need water during their initial stage of the growth. In India, the rainy season mainly occurs from the month of June and till September. Some examples of kharif crops are groundnut, cotton, soybean, sugarcane, rice, and corn, etc. And now the second is the rabi crops. Rabi crops are the crops which are sown in the winter. This means that these types of crops need a warm and dry condition for the seed to germinate. In India, winter season falls from the month of October to March. Some examples of rabi crops are linseed, gram, wheat, mustard, and pea, etc. Now, during crop production, farmer performs several activities in a field over a period of time. These activities are called agricultural practices, and these agricultural practices are the number one, preparation of soil, that is tilling or plowing, sowing of seeds or preparation of seedlings, irrigation, manuring, and protecting the crops from the weeds, and pest control, and harvesting, and lastly the storage. Today in this video we will learn about the very first step of the agricultural practice, that is preparation of soil. Preparation of soil. One of the most important tasks in agriculture is to turn the soil and loosen it. This process of turning and loosening and turning of the soil is called Tilling or plowing. Tilling or plowing is usually done with a plow, hoe, or a tractor. In this picture, you can see a traditional plow. This is called a plow. It is usually made of wood with a triangular iron at its end. This triangular iron is called the plowshare. The plow is attached to a long log of wood called the plowshaft. This is the plowshaft, which is connected to a long wood called beam. This is the beam. And during tilling, the beam is fastened to the necks of the bullocks, and the farmer directs the bullocks in the field with the help of this handle. In this way, a plowing is done in the field. Traditional plowing can also be done with other animals such as horses and camels. Although these are not common, but it is still practiced in some areas. Now the question arises, why a field is needed to be tilled? We know that plants need air to grow. The process of tilling of soil loosens the soil, which allows air to circulate into the soil and keeps the root of the crop plants healthy. Now, the second benefit of tilling a field is that tilling of soil uproots and kill unwanted plants called weeds that have grown in the field. The removal of weeds are necessary because they hamper the growth of the crops. And also there is one benefit of tilling is that whenever a plant or animal dies, there are certain nutrients which remains with them during the time of death, and there are certain microorganisms which live in the soil, and they decomposes the dead plants and animals so that the nutrients present in the plants and animals are released into the soil. These nutrients taken from the dead plants and animals are very essential for the growth of plants, and thus turning and loosening of soil, that is tilling, brings the nutrients to the top of the soil so that the plants can use these nutrients. In this way, the tilling of a field becomes very important. Now leveling. After leveling, after tilling, the plow soil is leveled with the help of a wooden plank pulled by bullocks. The plank is kept pressed to the ground. Leveling can also be done by a heavy wooden plank attached to a tractor. Here, tractor like this you have seen in the picture. In this picture, we can see a farmer using a plank to level the field. Here the plank, here the plank is being pulled by the bullocks. Here the farmer is using his body weight so that the plank is kept pressed to the ground. Leveling can also be done by machine driven levelers using tractor as shown in the picture. And there are also certain benefits of leveling, such as leveling prevents the top fertile soil from being carried away by strong winds or washed away by rain. Leveling helps in uniform distribution of water during irrigation. Leveling prevents the loss of moisture from the soil. Now, why the soil moisture is important for the plants? Or you can say, what is soil moisture? Soil moisture is the water content present in the soil. It is important because it acts as a medium for distribution of nutrients among the plants. So, thus the conservation of soil moisture is very important for the well growth of the plant. In the end of this lecture, I am attaching one animation video which will help you in the better understanding. I have provided this animation video for the further understanding of the importance of preparation of soil. So, watch it attentively.
Preparation of soil. The first step of crop cultivation is the preparation of soil. This step involves turning of soil to loosen it. Turning and loosening of soil brings the nutrient-rich soil to the top so that plants can use these nutrients. The loosened soil helps in the growth of earthworms and microbes in the soil. They further turn and loosen the soil and add humus to it. The humus contains various nutrients which are absorbed by the growing crop. Apart from these, loosening of soil also allows the roots of growing crop to penetrate deep into the soil and helps the plant to breathe easily. Plowing. The process of loosening and turning of the soil is called tilling or plowing. This is done with the help of different agricultural implements such as plow, hoe, and tractor. We will now see what are these agricultural implements. Plow. Plows are used for tilling the soil, removing weeds, and scraping the soil, etc. It is made of wood or iron. It contains a strong triangular iron strip called as plowshare. It is attached to a long log of wood called as plow shaft. There is a handle at one end of the shaft. The other end is attached to a beam. Plow is drawn by a pair of bulls or other animals like horses, camel, etc., where the beam of the plow is placed on the bull's neck. Hoe. A hoe is another agricultural implement used for removing weeds and for loosening the soil. It has a long rod of wood or iron. A strong, broad and bent plate of iron is fixed to one of its ends. Tractors. Nowadays, plowing is done by tractor-driven cultivators. It saves labor and time. This is because a single tractor can plow a large area in a short time. You have learnt that soil is plowed before cultivation. However, plow fields contain big pieces of soil called as crumbs. These crumbs are broken with the help of a plank. Apart from this, plow fields are leveled for sowing. This is done with the help of a leveler.